Hi everyone, this is Mohamed Karmous, and today we are diving into one of the most exciting and challenging steps a restaurant owner can take, starting or expanding with a franchise. So, like one of the most important thing, if you've been dreaming about opening a new location or buying into a proven brand, you probably have a lot of questions and maybe some concerns about costs, financing, operations, and compliance. So in this session, I'm answering 10 of the most frequently asked questions by restaurant owners about franchising. Whether you're just exploring the idea or ready to take the plunge, I will give you your clear, practical insights to have you make smart decisions and avoid costly mistakes. All right. So let's get started. So our first question here, I'm gonna start with, with the most important questions first. So how much does it really cost to open a restaurant franchise? That's a very good question. I would love actually to hear your ideas in down below in the comments. And please don't forget to mention, if you're joining from, where you're joining from, and and share your ideas with us here. Okay, so roughly, how much would it take me or would it really cost to open a restaurant or to make my restaurant a franchise right now in 2025? So if you're a startup cost, basically speaking, you're looking for a range between 175 to 500,000. Okay, so restaurants can vary, depending on your concept, your location, size. A full service restaurant can cost closer to 475 roughly to get your restaurant ready to be a franchise from adjusting your operation and improving it to be franchise ready, investing in the franchise development company that is going to help you find your FDD and walk you through all the paperwork as well as your marketing campaign, because at the end of the day, when you become a franchise, what's really going to put you on a map if you get enough awareness and people start knowing about your successful business model and successful restaurant, and then they will be interested to invest and buy under your name. So while limited service or kiosks models might be under 200, it has better chance than the full service restaurant when to become a franchise. And you can see that in many examples around us, uh from halal guys, for example. As they start with a food cart and look where they are right now. So you have lower startup cost for kiosk service or food carts. If you have a good concept, you have a good idea, it will definitely going to succeed. But the most important thing here is finding the right partners that's going to walk you through this journey. Because becoming a franchise is not something that you decide overnight. It's an effort that you've built and put in your business for years, and this is the fruits of it at the end. Okay, so going back to the numbers again, so budgeting for a rent, equipment, licenses, at least 3 to 6 months of working capital is essential. And I'm talking again about the startups. Okay, so it might sound like you're starting up like a regular restaurant, but if you're going to start with the idea to franchise, this is how much it's going to cost. If you're going to become a regular restaurant, or you're not seeking to franchise from the get-go, it will definitely going to cost a little bit less than this. All right. So if you like this, or if if you have a different opinion, please share with me in the comments. I would love to hear that from you. So my second question here, what are the most affordable restaurant franchises to start with a limited budget? All right. So again, I'm gonna mention what I mentioned in the beginning, and this is probably going with the kiosk or the mobile models. So some low cost options, like for example, Chester's chicken. Okay, you can start that between $12,000 to ranging up to 290 if you want to go big. And you have also another model like Kona Ice. Like it's we can this started between you can start as a franchisee for this, like between 80 to 150, and this reduce the real estate and build out cost and still require solid planning to manage this tight margins. Okay, so this takes us to the third question that we have today. How do ongoing fees like royalties and marketing contributions affect my profitability? Okay, that's a very good question. So ongoing fees typically range from 4% to 12.5% of gross sales, including royalties and brand marketing. For example, like Subway charges around 12.5%, while Dunkin' Donuts fees vary from 2% to 6%, plus 5% for advertising. So these fees impact your bottom line. So factor them into your financial projections carefully. Okay, and now, we have to think from two perspectives here, from the perspective of the franchisee and the franchisor. If you're a franchisor, you need to make sure that these charges are accounted for properly, and you did the math on how you're going to grow this and how you're going to scale this. As a franchisee, like when you're looking to buy or to invest in a franchise, this is the most important thing you're gonna look at. Like you're gonna look at the how much royalty you will be paying to the franchisor, and you will start, this is going to overshadow mainly most of your other expenses because this is a ongoing thing that you have no control over. So it's very, very important whether you're a franchise or a franchisee, you account for this properly so you can make sure your margins are still, like in the green zone. Okay, so now with our fourth question, what financing options are available to restaurant franchisees? Okay, so many franchisees use the SBA loans. This is like very popular right now, and you will get verified and accepted easily. Like if you are investing in a good franchise because it's basically, like the most secure way to go right now from a financial institution, standpoint. Like banks as well will be interested to lend you money. So, and with most lenders would prefer, due to the proven franchise model, like some franchisors also offer financing programs. So, like I know, like like most of the big franchises, they offer you a financing program, and having a detailed business plan with a realistic ROI and break-even projection significantly improves your chances of securing a fund. So now with question number 5, how important is location? And can I save money by choosing a second generation or a smaller space? Location is critical, of course, for, like for foot traffic visibility, but can be, like it can be as well your largest expense. So leasing a smaller pre-built second generation restaurant space can reduce build out costs dramatically. So some franchises succeeded with ghost kitchens or takeout only models to lower rent and operational costs. So depending on your idea, like you don't have to go big from the beginning. Like if you have a good idea that can go with like a takeout model, this is proven like very successful right now, especially after what happened in the pandemic. The consumption, behaviors of most people changed. Like people right now, like they prefer to like sit home and order than going out and dining. So this is, like uh, proven in many researches about the market. and you can, if your model can sustain that and can grow, and like on takeouts, that can help you significantly reduce your operational cost. Okay, so the sixth question, and this is a very important question: what kind of training and support should I expect from a franchisor? Okay, now we are talking from a franchisee standpoint. So a good franchisor can provide a comprehensive initial training and ongoing operational support, marketing assistance, and sometimes help with the site selection as well. So, and this is a very important thing as an investor in a franchise, you need to make sure that you follow the model of your franchisor by the book. Like I know a lot of, like restaurant owners, they are very opinionated, like you want to invest and do things your own way. But at the end of the day, if you want this investment to generate money as it should be, like you need to make sure that you follow the model that has been proven that working like multiple times. And by this, I mean, like if take every advice, take every guidance coming from your franchisor, and this is one of the important thing that's going to make sure that you're doing everything by the book. If God forbid, like you faced any challenges, you faced any problems with the market, you will know that, like you've done everything that you can, you followed all the guidelines. So your franchisor will be able to support you. And this support is vital for new restaurant owners. So you can navigate complex regulations, staffing, and daily operations. Like you will be able to find someone that you can go back to and help you, like with any question you might have. All right. So this takes us to question number 7. How do I ensure compliance with health, safety, and licensing regulations? Okay, so franchise systems usually have standardized processes to help you stay compliant with local health permits, food handler certifications, and liquor licenses. However, it's crucial to stay proactive with regular audits and keep up with changing regulations to avoid costly fines. And again, like when you are investing in a franchise, you will get a degree of support. So it's up to you as like as an investor and restaurant owner to understand what is the degree and the extent of the support of the franchisor, so you can cover the thing that they will not be doing. And this is what makes or breaks most, like a successful franchisee from franchisee who got into unexpected situations. So it's very, very important that you understand your FA, the franchisee agreement, and you need to make sure that like you understand your duties before you understand your rights, because this is what these are the things that will be expected from you, and doing it is going to make sure that your ROI and your investment is still going to yield, like some return. Okay, so now takes us to question number 8. What are the biggest financial risks when expanding with a new franchise location? Okay, so common risks can include underestimating your startup cost, for example, over borrowing, and not having enough working capital to cover slow ramp up periods, poor cash flow management, unexpected expenses like equipment repairs can quickly lead to debt or closure. And I see that in many franchisees owners, like you can they open one Popeyes location and it makes a very good money. It does a killing actually. The second location doesn't do as much, so you decide to open a third location to, like so you can like keep increase the your returns and diversify your loss and try to hedge with a new location. But like you end up having more debts on your back. So if you open one location, like, and it makes a success, this doesn't mean that the second location will do the same. So what I would do here is to cut your losses short. If you find a location is not operating or doing that it should be doing, like I would suggest that you put this location to rest and find another location so you can make sure that you stop the bleeding from the beginning. Okay, so especially with a franchise, you don't need you have the brand name already established. So all you need is a good location and a good team to manage that location, and you will be golden. All right, so question number 9 that we have here. Can I operate a franchise restaurant without prior restaurant experience? So yes, many franchises are designed for newcomers, and you will be relying a lot on the franchise, on the franchisor guidance and support, and the franchisor training and support systems are built to help you succeed even if you are new to the industry. That said, strong business acumen and willingness to learn are essential, and I'm saying this because, if you are new to the restaurant business, you will be in for a great journey. Especially, if you are investing in a franchise, it's going to make things a little bit easier for you than, starting something from the very scratch. Like it's going to be definitely harder. But again, if you don't have, a restaurant experience, it might be tough in the beginning managing people, because it's one of the most important thing, in the restaurant business that you need to understand is managing people. Finding a location, like we mentioned before, this can be, you can get help with that from the franchisor, in most scenarios. But, managing people is one of the most, hardest thing that you will face in running a restaurant business. And the second thing is managing your own costs. So, and again, when with a franchise, it's going to be easier because most of your vendors, they will be already pre-approved, pre-selected for you. You get all the supplies you need. So your main challenge will be in managing people and making sure that everyone is getting their job done as they should. So our final question, how can I maximize profitability and growth once my franchise is open? So the most important thing that you need to focus on is controlling food and labor cost. Okay, so leveraging franchisor marketing programs, maintaining excellent customer service, and regularly reviewing your financials, these are very important things that you need to keep on doing regularly and consistently. So you can also use integrated point of sale system, accounting systems. Most franchisors, they give you the freedom to choose, your accounting system, to choose a technology that you will that will help you to run the restaurant. Some others, they enforce it on you, but in most scenarios, they give you the freedom to do that. So you need to do some research in this part. You need to have a good accounting partner that will be able to guide you and understand the infrastructure and the world of the franchise. So they will be able to guide you in building on your accounting infrastructure and set up a system that will help you get this information, get your financial statement on time. So we'll be able to keep track of your sales, expenses, inventory in real time, and be able to make informed decision right away. So these are the things that are going to give you an edge in the beginning. And it's very, very important that you understand this. I hope this 10 questions give you an eye-opening, about how to start a franchise or a franchisee investment. So if you have any question, please share it with me down in the comments. I'm really happy to answer any question that you might have. And again, like tomorrow is my birthday. I wanted to share that personal information with you. It's been great to have a great community like you, and I'm really excited to support and keep helping as much as I can most of the amazing restaurant owners like you. I know it's been like a very, very real struggle, and this time it's especially with what the market is going through. But keep doing what you're doing. You're all been doing some amazing work, and I wish you all the best. So thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope this answers gave you like a clear picture of what it takes to successfully start and grow a restaurant franchise and investment. So if you want personalized help with your financial planning, cash flow management, or figuring out the best way to finance your restaurant location, I'm offering a free profit and cash flow analysis. This is no obligation session, and where we will review your numbers, identify opportunities, and help you create a roadmap for for a substantial growth. Just send a message or click the link below to book your free session. Let's make sure that your franchise journey is profitable and smooth as possible. So thanks again for joining me today. This is Mohamed Karmous, and I look forward to helping you succeed. Thank you, guys.